about the different types of drugs which we have discussed in the previous lectures, that there are some of the drugs which are psychotropic, some are psychedelic, some of them are associated with the change in the mental behavior, thoughts, perception, feeling of an individual. Some of them are hallucinogenic, just like LSD, that is lysergic acid diethylamine, and some of them are leading to distortion in the mental activities like opioids, cannabinoids, such different types of drugs we had discussed. We have also discussed about the ill effects of smoking tobacco or snuffing tobacco. The ill effects that included the presence of a chemical substance called nicotine, and this nicotine will be interfering with the transport of the oxygen, and the carbon monoxide mainly interferes with the transport of oxygen in the body. So these are some of the chemical substances which are very harmful to the body, but the youth is not paying attention on all the warnings that are being written on the packets, and instead under the peer pressure, that is pressure from the friends or pressure from the youth surrounding themselves, they get infatuated to such drugs, and once they take it for one time, they become habituated. So today we are going to discuss about that what is adolescence and what is drug abuse. So adolescence is the age between the maturity and that is the age between the childhood and the adulthood. So the duration, the period between the childhood to the adulthood, that is an age of about 12 to 18 years, is the age of the adolescence. And in this duration of 12 to 18 years, there is several changes which are occurring in the body. These changes are not just only biological changes occurring in the body, but there are certain physiological changes, behavioral changes which occur in an individual. And when these changes are going on, these changes are going to affect the mental activity of the individuals also. So first let us understand the definition of adolescence. Adolescence means the period or the process during which the child becomes mature. That is, from the childhood, it is a turning point of an individual, a change which occurs from the childhood to the maturity. So maturity is in the terms of their attitude, in the terms of their beliefs for active participation in the society. So these individuals are, after being mature, they are going to become actual participants of the society in all the activities. So this small turning point between the childhood and the adulthood is referred as the adolescence. The period is between 12 to 18 years, and adolescence bridges the childhood and the adulthood. The adolescence is accompanied with, in adolescence, that is in the duration between 12 to 18 years, as I said that there are going to be several changes in the body. So these changes are going to be biological changes as well as behavioral changes. So a person, an individual in this age is definitely going to have several changes in the body. The increase in the number of the hormones in the males and females. The reproductive hormones will be growing more. So all these are some of the changes, and due to changes in the hormones, the individuals most of the time have their mind deviated in several other activities. So it is vulnerable phase of mental and psychological development of the individual. So this is the age where there are going to be several mental changes, there are going to be several psychological changes in the mind of an individual. So these all changes will be leading to you completely a new individual on maturity. So these changes are very important to understand. Now most of the times, the first time the drug or the alcohol is being taken under some curiosity, to have some type of adventure and excitement, and to have some experimentation. Like for example, you are right now studying about different types of drugs, and you know that there are different properties of each of the drug that is being taken. Some of them cause sleepiness, some of them cause sleeplessness, some of the drugs are responsible for making you more alert, more active, Okay, so some of them are responsible for making you hallucinogenic. So individuals most of the time, what is their interest? Their interest is to try something new, try something creative, try something they are very curious about, that what can be the effect of this drug. What is bad in taking it for the one time? Let us know that how the act of the drug is in our body. So these type of curiosity factors or adventure factors, they are responsible for common causes that motivate the youngsters for the drugs or alcohol for the first time. So first time an individual is going to take this drug or take the alcohol under some sort of curiosity, some sort of excitation, or some sort of experimenting something new. But once the individual takes these drugs or alcohol, it may be due to curiosity, but later on the child starts using them to escape from the problems. So instead of facing the problems, individuals who take drugs, who take the drugs for once or twice, they have such a relief, such a satisfaction in the body that now every time they will be taking this drug to escape any of the problem they are facing. What kind of problems adolescent age faces? So first of the problem is that to excel in the examination, that it is important to score very good marks. And this is a pressure from the family. That family pressurizes you that you should get only good marks, you should excel in your class. So that is one of the matter. Another factor is some sort of stress they are undergoing, because there are several hormonal changes also occurring. So due to hormonal changes, there are different new things happening in your surroundings. So due to which also sometimes the children, the youngsters start taking these drugs. They can persuade the youngsters to try alcohol and drugs. So family pressures, unstable families, chaos in the families, less amount of love, disheartening. These are some of the things which can make an individual more susceptible to taking those drugs and alcohol. Another reason is a perception among the youth. There is a very big perception among the youth that taking drugs and taking alcohol is something which is very cool. People surrounding you will be taking alcohol and saying that there's nothing wrong in it. Why not to take alcohol? Why not to take drugs? So that is a sort of peer pressure. That is a sort of what things which you see in your surrounding, which makes you more likely to take those drugs. So you feel that it is cool or progressive to smoke, use the drugs and alcohol. So you are progressing slowly and slowly. That taking the drugs for one or twice is not bad. Taking it for 3 times is not bad. But later on you will never know when you get addicted to those drugs. And 2 or 3 times you have taken. The 4th time when you are facing some sort of stress, or say facing some sort of mental problem, you will be habituated to that drug. And you are so habituated that you will not be able to refrain yourself from taking those drugs. So it can happen. Unstable and unsupportive family structures. That is, unstable families, having continuously chaos in families, fight amongst the parents. These can also be the reasons, and the most important reason is peer pressure. You are having a company, you are having friends which are already indulged in the such activities, will make you more prone to taking those drugs, because they are going to teach you the same thing which they are doing, that there is nothing wrong in taking these drugs. So adolescence is the age where you get deviated to all these activities. However, if you are knowing all the consequences, that what can happen after taking these drugs for a longer time, you will have not to take these drugs, you will have to stop it. But at that time, you will not be able to restrain yourself from such habits. And then after, it will become an addiction. Dear students, we have discussed about what is adolescence and drug abuse, drug or alcohol abuse. So the tender age between 12 to 18 years, in which the children, that is the youth, mostly gets diverted to a path in which they start taking drugs or start taking alcohol, and continuous usage of it leads to addiction. So here we are going to talk about what is addiction and dependence. So addiction is when you are having a particular habit or you are having a psychological habit or infatuation towards a particular chemical substance. You get addicted to it. So we have discussed that the individuals take the drugs or alcohol for the first time under some curiosity or some adventure or experimentation. But once they take this drug for one time, the second time whenever they are having any sort of stress or any sort of pressure of getting good marks or doing excel in something, they repeatedly use these drugs again and again. And in certain times it happens that due to that feeling of happiness and well-being for a short period of time, a person gets daily, that is a person gets routinely attached to those drugs. So even if he or she is not having any sort of problem or stress or any financial condition that is problematic, still they have an habit of taking the drugs. This habit continues for so long that in extreme cases it even becomes life-threatening. That even at a cost of self-destruction, the person will not leave these drugs. So such type of hype will be created in an individual when they continuously take the drugs for a longer period of time. That the withdrawal of the drug is also not possible for those individuals. So because of the perceived benefits of the drugs, because of the temporary benefits the drugs give an individual, they are used repeatedly. So once an individual gets a temporary feeling of satisfying their own needs or satisfaction, they take the drug for the second time, they take the drug for the third time and so on. So there becomes a repeated usage of these drugs. But one fails to realize its addiction nature of the alcohol and drugs. So you take it for 2 times, 3 times and then after you unknowingly develop a habit, develop an addiction of those drugs. So it has been taken for just 2 to 3 times. But then after it has now become a habit. Because we are not knowing that it is addictive. It is already addictive substance, addictive chemical substance. And we have developed a habit of taking that drugs regularly. So what is addiction? Addiction is a psychological attachment to certain effects such as euphoria and the temporary feeling of well-being. Euphoria, forgetting whatever is in the surroundings and developing a temporary feeling of well-being, temporary satisfaction, temporary happiness makes you so much relieved that you become addicted to that drug. So it is a mental condition, a psychological condition of being well, that everything in the surrounding or everything happening with you is good. So that feeling makes you take the drugs again and again. This drives the feeling to take them even when not needed. So if a person is not needing or there is no stress conditions, no problem, then also there becomes a habit to take the drugs. So even when not needed, the individual takes the drugs, or even when their use is self-destructing. At a stage, even if you know that it is going to affect your heart, it is going to affect your kidneys, it is going to be responsible for increase in blood pressure, it is responsible for your destruction of the body, then also you cannot be deprived or stay away from the drugs. That much habit an individual develops due to taking these drugs. Repeated use of drugs often increases their tolerance level of the receptors. So when a person takes these drugs on the regular basis, the tolerance level of the receptors has also increased. It has increased, so consequently your receptors will be able to identify and able to respond only higher doses of drugs. So only high doses of drugs will make you again feel satisfied or having happiness. So slowly and slowly the dosage of the drugs also increases if you become habituated to them. In absence of guidance or counseling, the addiction is definitely going to occur. So if you are being taught, if you are being made understood that drugs, once you take, they become a habit, they become an addiction. Once a proper counseling or guidance is done, maybe you can stay away from the drugs but in most of the cases the guidance and the counseling also does not work and it leads to addiction. Dependence is the tendency of the body to manifest a characteristic and unpleasant withdrawal syndrome if regular dose of drug is disrupted, abruptly discontinued. So if you stop taking the drug suddenly, abruptly means immediately. For example, I know the ill effects of the drugs and I try to stop it right now, that from now onwards I'm not going to take any of the drugs. If this condition happens, then also the person will be suffering from several withdrawal syndrome. विड्रॉल सिंड्रोम मतलब जब कोई ड्रग्स को एब्रप्टली छोड़ देता है कि अब से ड्रग्स नहीं लेंगे, तो उसके भी ऐसे सिम्टम्स होते हैं दैट अ पर्सन विल बी रिलीव्ड ओनली व्हेन दे अगेन टेक बैक द ड्रग्स. There are several rehab centers in which with the help of the medicines, there are several rehab centers in which with the help of the yoga, medicines and several different activities that are indulged there, a person can be made to stay away from the drugs. But most of the times it has been seen that when they again come back from these centers, they again become habituated to those drugs. So drugs are such an addiction that even at the cost of self-destruction, a person cannot stay away from them. So it is such life-threatening condition. So even if they are being left out, that an individual thinks that he or she is not going to take the drugs anymore, then also there are some withdrawal syndrome that is observed. Withdrawal symptoms means something that when you stop taking the drugs, then also some conditions are observed in the body. These characteristics are anxiety, shakiness, nausea, vomiting, sweating. And in the serious cases, withdrawal of the drug can also be life-threatening. So in all such cases it has been found that leaving the drugs also causes several symptoms to the body, which are anxiety, shakiness, nausea, sweating and even death of the life. So all these things can occur even if a person leaves the drug. So as you can see, students, that addiction is a psychological behavior, a psychological attachment to a chemical substance in such a way that the person cannot leave it. That is addiction, and once you get dependent upon it completely, it becomes very much difficult to leave these drugs again. So addiction that we have discussed, addiction and dependence, that the having a psychological habit of taking those chemical substances again and again is referred as the addiction. Now once an individual gets addicted to these drugs, what next is going to happen? Obviously, these drugs are having several effects on the body. So we are now going to discuss about the different effects of the drug and alcohol abuse. So if an individual has become addicted to a drug, we said that the withdrawal of the drug is also very difficult. मतलब एक बार उस चीज की आदत पड़ चुकी है तो उसको विड्रॉ करना मतलब छोड़ देना भी बहुत ही मुश्किल है. Because in that case anxiety, stress or other conditions like nausea and vomiting, and even at the cost of the life, the person will be desperately willing to take that drug. And once you have got addicted, obviously there will be some of the effects of that drugs which are being taken. So immediate adverse effect of the drugs. Once an individual starts taking the drugs, the immediate effect of that drug which is going to occur on the mental behavior of the person and alcohol abuse is the reckless behavior. The behavior that the individual shows, vandalism and violence. So violence at the house, violence publicly, violence in the society, abusing another person, not having a proper social behavior with the nearby individuals or between the members of the family. So violence, vandalism and such abusive behavior of that person is found in a person who is taking these drugs on regular basis. Excessive dose of drugs may lead to coma and death. So these conditions can also occur. It can lead to a temporary loss of life, you can say like coma condition or a condition of death. Now this death can occur due to what? due to first of the condition respiratory failure, because we have studied that the respiratory system gets slowed down by using certain drugs like morphine and codeine. But this taken in the medicines are in very less proportion, and that too also for only certain period of time in our life. If a person is having an addiction of these drugs, then in that case, it is going to completely, slowly disrupt your respiratory system. So as the respiratory system gets disrupted, respiratory centers which are located in the brain gets disrupted, obviously the person can suffer from the respiratory failure. Increased blood pressure is one of the reasons for the heart failure, as well as when the blood pressure increases, another thing that can happen is the cerebral hemorrhage. So hemorrhage of the brain that can also occur because of the breakdown of the minor capillaries that are located in the brain. So these are the conditions which can happen in the long run. So in a short run, just after taking the alcohol or just after taking the drugs, a person can have a reckless behavior, vandalism and violence among the society or the family members. And in extreme cases, if this is being continued, then a person will be having respiratory failure or heart failure or cerebral hemorrhage. So these are some of the common things that are going to occur with the individuals who are taking drugs in a long run. Some common signs of drug and alcohol abuse among the youth include that individuals or youth that start taking drugs, that start taking these drugs, so they are also showing some of the symptoms. So what are the things that are observed in the youth? The first thing is drop in academic performance. Once you become habituated to the drugs, it becomes so much addictive that you will not be able to concentrate on your studies. Because you are always having the false imagination, your thought world is different, due to which the academics and the books, they might not seem attractive to you anymore, and therefore you might have a poor performance in your academics. Unexplained absence in the schools and colleges. Maybe due to taking of the drugs, you can have such an addiction that you may miss the schools and colleges just for the purpose of taking the drugs at some other place. So unexplained absence in the school and colleges, lack of interest in personal hygiene. A person taking drugs is not having any sense of the personal hygiene. So in that case, a person will not have any personal hygienic matter conditions, and therefore they will be sluggish, or they will be not having a proper appearance also. Isolation, depression, fatigue, tiredness will be observed. Isolation, withdrawing yourself from the rest of the students in the class, not having any of the interest in the hobbies or not having any creative ideas. These things can be observed. Aggressiveness, rude behavior for all the individuals that are surrounding you, rebellious behavior, deteriorating relations with the family and friends. The relation with the family and friends will also not remain good as you have become addicted to the drugs, and due to your rude behavior, people start avoiding you, or you yourself isolate you from the people. Change in the sleeping and eating habits. So sleeping habits, eating habits, these all things are going to change in a person who is constantly taking the drugs. If the abuser is not getting enough money for buying drugs, so if in any case you are not having enough money for that drugs, what you start is stealing. So such criminal activities can also begin by the continuous use of the drugs. Cause of mental and financial distress to the family. So you who has started taking the drugs is now a matter of concern for the family members also, because of your behavior, because of your activities which is affecting every member of your family. If the drugs are taken intravenously, that is if the drugs are taken in the veins through needles and syringes, a person will also have the chances of diseases like AIDS and hepatitis. So in the person who is taking these drugs through the injections, these 4 or 5 people, if they are sitting together, they are not bothered about that whether the syringe has to be replaced or not. Instead, they use the same syringes and the same needles to take the drugs. And in that case, they can suffer from diseases like AIDS and hepatitis. So we are going to discuss further some more effects of taking drugs and alcohol.